What's going on, guys? It is March 29th, 2024. We are live. Let's get started. It's time for video check-in. Don't hit the lights. What is wrong with you? To my left, co-host, chickenista, chicken expert, Kristen. Today is going to be an awesome show. Look at Goosebumps.
Coyotes are everywhere.
What's going on, Kristen?
Oh, I was just getting my chicken poop necklace on.
Can I get some? Someone's already pooped. Ingrid's like doing her job. Ask and you may receive. Ingrid is on it.
Don't blame it on me.
Oxygen is the solution to foul odors.
I just felt it on my back. It's warm and oh, God.
I knew I was going to have serious problems that, like, the Coop remained that much better than the house forever.
The Coop is beautiful, by the way. I'm not trying to plug your products by any means.
Please do.
Lipstick, give me a makeup kit. You know, I'll be nice and pretty for the crows.
Oh, so let's pull out another chicken. This is like a magic trick. Up to 1 o'clock already. Oh my God. We have a new Ingrid.
Memo. I missed the memo.
Know a lot of people who do raise rabbits alongside their chickens.
Why would you wait till the last minute to pull out your homework?
Have we met before?
Yep, that's a good one with the cords and everything.
This falls right off, and he regrows a new one the following spring.
Calm down, Matt. Calm down.
Why?
This is a really interesting show.
It's see?
Yeah.
My fault. I love it, Cindy. You just earned yourself a shirt. I love that.
Yes, Matt, you are right.
I had no idea what to expect when we opened up that box, and this is why we love what we do.
That's my goal, is to really bring people together through chickens.
The power of chickens.
So.
What's going on, guys? We are live, March 29th, 2024. I was just thinking, I love that intro. I need to make when Dr. Crespel says, Matt, you are right. That needs to be my ringtone. Is that
not mine?
Is that bad? What's going on, guys? I hope you are having a wonderful Friday.
I am, thank you.
I can't believe we're here already. I wasn't talking to you yet. No, I'm kidding, yes. What a week. Lots to talk about this week. I love that everyone's here. I love that they're giving thumbs ups now. I don't know what that means. That must be a new update.
Do you notice how you can't see where people are watching from, though, from these thumbnails?
These stupid
is this an update?
updates. Every week there's an
like
update.
it.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I mean, who cares?
Well, we
You're
can
here.
just assume that it's all you do.
No, what do we never do at Carolina Coops?
Assume.
You just broke major rule. Never assume, but who cares? You guys are here. Everyone's waving hi, saying hi. We are live. If you have any questions, let us know. Chicken coop related, chickens related. I noticed as walking in before we went live in here, today is about teenagers.
Well,
and what stinks? Like, so Kristen walks
teenagers.
in. Kristen
they
walks
can
in.
start getting BO. It happens.
Kristen walks in, and I don't know what in the hell you got in your bag. I'm like, this smells awful.
Does it smell familiar?
It kind of does.
Well, I mean, it's just a test because sometimes I wonder if our noses still work. We sniff this deep litter. We're like, oh, it doesn't smell. And
I had an employee sitting in Non's office recently. He's like, what do you mean? I don't smell it. I'm like, dude, you're right. Oh, yeah, I do got something in my pocket. I'm like, come on. He goes, ever since COVID, I can't smell nothing. I have something I think's going to stink. So I don't know what's going on today. I have a bad feeling it's about to stink to high heaven in here.
I can't wait.
Yeah, no. So we had some baby chicks hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if we're going to bring them in here. I talked about it when we went live. I don't know. We went live 2 or 3 times doing the Dash Stadium. Winston-Salem Dash, the minor league team. We had a huge turnout. We had almost 200 people watching a live channel. I do think 50 of them were what are called trolls. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, so we'll hope it doesn't happen again today.
Matt Ryan said that you should have worn your baseball shirt at the baseball stadium.
I don't have one.
The Carolina Coops baseball. That's the Raglan shirt. That's a baseball shirt.
So, yeah, that is correct. I know. It's one of my favorite shirts every Friday. And I think Kristen goes through this as well. It's like, what the hell did I wear last week? It's like in Seinfeld, if you're back around the cycle of doing the laundry, So I do love that shirt. I've noticed I need to wear more polo style shirts when we're when we're recording. It's just so much easier with the microphone.
Totally.
Yeah.
My overalls were great for the microphone.
Yeah, I tell you, I hope you guys got to see the video, the deep litter video. I'm not real happy about it. I screwed up the audio. I shouldn't have wore that shirt. The mic wasn't where I wanted it. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. So anyways, so what's going on in today's show?
Well, I see Fishin' Matt Ryan says, how's Matt's Silkie doing?
So listen, Kristen. No, not funny. And so,
everybody's Ingrid, come on.
no, so I left last Friday,
Give me a chuckle.
and I come back in. I went live again, and of course there's a Silkie in there, and I was like, man, that's Silkie. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, that Silkie got dry real quick. And my daughter, my princess Jed, is like, Kristen went and got it at the store.
I know, she totally ratted. Well, Kristen.
So I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. And of course, you got a lot of people upset at you.
Really?
You got, oh man, the Kristen Warren, the what? You got some explaining to do. You potentially expose these healthy babies that we have worked so hard for 21 days to hatch, and you bring in a store-bought baby chick and a Silkie of all things.
And it might have even had a little poopy butt, huh?
It has pasty butt, horrible.
Well, it's. I have nothing.
What do you got to say?
I
for
got
yourself?
nothing.
It was a great prank, though.
It was.
It was all right. Made for good content. I knew there's no way you put.
What about the other one?
Other one what?
That was supposed to fly under the radar. A little black bantam.
Oh, the little other black bantam. Mm-hmm. A moment of silence.
Is that the one with the little?
Oh wait, did it die?
That thing that was dead the next day. Oh yeah. We've had some casualties.
Actually, it really from the hatch too.
Yes.
Oh,
We've
no.
lost. We're down to 5. We had 8.
What happened?
I don't know. It's probably the Silkie.
No. Actually, that little black one was pretty weak when I got it, but it was the only one.
Oh, that thing was so weak.
Yeah.
That thing didn't have a chance. So my daughter's been obsessed with the Silkie chick.
You're welcome.
No, I am not happy about it. But the Silkie does have pasty butt, and I thought in today's
Here,
show,
let me get at it. I can fix it.
No, well, I would love to show people how to fix pasty butt. Also, we were going to do a short video. I did a video at our home, how to clean pasty butt, but of course, it's the old school way. You just go around and film the whole thing. It's not the really cool way of doing videos where you got these fancy action shots of everything. So I thought about doing that with the Silkie and just not even worry about during the show. However, I do got something. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hold on a minute.
Matt Ryan says nobody's mad at Kristen.
Oh, no one gets mad.
And
I'm
everybody
immune.
loves
I
you.
did catch something real quick. So I pulled that on.
Man, that got me for a split second.
Yeah, for a split second. Ethan literally trampled over 2 of our employees, and he
Really?
literally almost got hit by a car in the road. Like he went.
Is he
booking.
afraid of snakes?
He is deathly afraid of snakes. And
I wouldn't be afraid of that
this
one.
is
That
the
one's a
one
nice
I ordered for Alabama.
It's got a good wiggle. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. So I came out during break. I'm like, dude, guys, look what I just caught. I knew Ethan was standing right there. I never seen a boy that's almost 350 pounds move so fast.
That's a good looking
Yeah,
fake snake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's got some heft to it.
All right.
What else you got over there?
What are that? What is
Wait,
that?
are you hatching some more? Oh, are these for me to eat?
Oh my God.
Is that what stinks? Are those warm, unfertilized eggs or fertilized?
I don't know what's going on here.
Nobody does.
Wait, are we going to crack those open?
Why am I doing this to myself?
What? What's going on here?
So I shut the incubator down a day after, a full day. Oh God, I mean, this is probably a horrible idea.
I'm afraid.
This doesn't phase you already. So we have 5 eggs that did not hatch.
A week ago.
And they've
There's a time and place for this. and
it's
it might have
at
passed.
Video Chicken Live right
Wait,
now.
you said 5 casualties. Did
Yeah.
you just referring to the eggs that didn't
Negative.
hatch?
Good question. No, these are the 5 that didn't hatch. We had a total of 8 hatch.
I'm
we
getting
have
the
5.
smell now.
Yeah, it's not even phasing you.
Oh, you had 8 hatch
So-
and 3 didn't make it.
Correct. They made it, and they were doing good, and then all of a sudden, and I did have to leave, so I wasn't there for a little bit. So Nan and Jetta were in charge.
How are their chick sitting skills?
I'm sure excellent. Like Jetta is.
Jetta, yeah.
But
She's attentive.
she is. Oh, extremely.
Non's good. She's just more practical.
Right, but you know, Gus did extremely well. I don't know if you guys. I wish
When can we put the cover back on this thing?
Well, so we're gonna get to that. And and Leo did well. I didn't know how Leo was gonna react around baby chicks. He did. He actually could care less about him. Gus, of course, is just standing there, just staring at him the whole time. And you gotta be so careful. He is so protective of
Leo
babies.
is the cat and Gus is the dog.
Yep. Thank you. Everyone should know that. All right. So here are the 5 eggs that didn't hatch. Now there are 2 that look very sus, but I think I remember those being in there originally.
Wait,
so can we just?
Is this why you've brought these out? Are you still questioning whether or not we?
I am. Can we come clean now?
I don't know.
Did you guys swap out 2 of these eggs? Because 2 of these do not look
Why
like.
don't you break them open?
Kristen
and
and
see?
I have a code, and We don't.
Oh, really? Is that what we got? Can I get it? So
Ingrid and I were tight.
Here's what I wanted to do for everyone. Should we crack these open and see what happened? Can we
Do
tell?
you think they smell more on the inside?
Do you think? What do you think? These things stink. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we break these
Outside.
open?
Outside.
These are eggs. That's no fun to go outside. Should we break these open and see what happened? Is that too queasy? Are people going to be mortified?
Oh, luckily, they can't smell.
Oh my god, it smells like a dead animal.
Let's do it.
Okay, that was Christopher. Social media Christopher.
Here you go.
He
Go
said
for it.
he's no. What does everyone think out there? Because I don't want to offend people. People are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Matt, you
Here's
are awful."
the hemp we tried to light on fire a couple weeks ago. Because we don't clean up the studio.
Oh, thank you, Nan. So I think,
we have a baking dish.
Yeah, I think Nan is saying yes. Go ahead and crack it open. This reminds me when we used to do this in classrooms with little kids.
Whatever's left over from that, can you leave it on the counter? Sure. Yeah, it's for a little bit, a filming thing.
Okay. Anyways.
Thank you, Nan.
So should we go ahead and crack these open? Nan, are you saying we should crack these open?
I'm saying you are going to do it whether anybody says
Well, that's true. Okay, that's true. I'm gonna pretend that it's.
open the windows.
No, that takes the fun away.
Okay. I'll go crank up the heat a little bit. Elle wants to know if we'll be traumatized.
Thanks, Nan.
We don't know.
All right, yeah, let's get this over with at the beginning of the show so we can't run away. Good idea. Go for it.
Well, should we wait till the end of the show?
Maybe.
By cracking these open, what are we gonna learn?
Yeah, what are you going to learn?
Well, first of all, if any of these are Silkies.
Good point.
Well, maybe.
Because of the toes?
So
yeah.
here's
You'd have to dig through it. I mean, this
dirty
is like
dead body toes.
high school biology class.
So I remember doing this when we would hatch chickens in Mikey and Jetta's class, and I'll never forget the one time we had some that didn't hatch, but they definitely were developing. They just didn't hatch.
Yeah.
And all the kids were like, crack it, and the teacher's like, no, but we still did it. But what we learned is they were twins. So
there
it's
were
kinda,
two in there?
There was two in there.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and then I don't think anyone has ever successfully hatched twins.
One time.
You or just on record?
On record.
Wow.
You did. You hatched twins.
Wait.
Were they
No.
bantams?
No, not me personally, but I saw it on the news.
Oh, everyone's asking if they're going to be traumatized.
usually
Chicken,
they-
egg, crossbreed. Let me know. Should we crack these open? I can tell you it smells already. But that could be because of the water, the biome down below, the nasty water.
That doesn't even actually look that bad.
That looks awful.
Okay.
Well, should we do it?
All right, that's up to you guys.
What do you guys think? I don't want to piss everyone off. I
mean, you don't have a whole classroom going, crack it.
I want the audience out there to be like, yes, crack it, or no, you crack that, we're leaving. I'm just kind of. It's not a democracy around here. I'll tell you that. The majority does not rule. I'm just kind of curious what everyone
Gina
has to
says,
say.
I don't think this would be good content.
See what I mean? I guess I shouldn't.
Let's leave it for the end so people don't have to go away and come back. Here, I'll just move these over to your side.
Yes. Why don't you put the cover back on? Does it smell less with the cover on?
So we're gonna crack them at the end of the show.
And that way, if
God,
somebody
that
wants
stinks.
to leave, they can leave early.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do that.
I think that's a
I
good
might
idea.
leave early.
I too.
Should we turn it back on and get it warmed up?
No.
I was hungry. I was gonna eat my breakfast. Which, fun fact, this is what I lived on in college. No, it's not invisible. God, it looks invisible. It's so funny. Anyways, okay. So I guess we'll wait till the end of the show.
Mike Trapp's like, crack it.
See,
crack it."
okay, no, let's crack it now.
I brought you something to eat.
I kind of, no, those do look good. I kind of lost my appetite. No, should we crack it?
No.
I'm eating
Wait.
an omelet right now. No, we have reasons to stay to the end. Now we have, yeah, you're right. Okay, so if you guys want to see it, I want to crack it now and see how long we can stand it in the studio because I think they're
All
going to
right,
stink.
well, we'll do it. We'll do it towards
How about
the
we
end.
do one
Pigs
every
in a
10
blanket
minutes?
You got there, Kristen?
Swiss butterhorns.
Oh.
Francine says crack late, and then if it smells real bad, you want. That was the point, though, is how long can we stand it in here? And you have something that stinks. I don't know what you brought in, but it smells like.
Well, you brought something that stinks. Oh, here, Ingrid. Have some for you and Christopher. You can take them.
No, I didn't get one.
I offered you one.
And I was
you
just
lose.
about to go. Oh my gosh. I was about to go in and grab for one, and you just take it away. Thank you. Sheesh. My hands are
Old
probably.
family recipe.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing today? 57 people are here. How you doing?
We're
are
gonna have
live.
some breakfast, and then we're gonna do some disgusting stuff and talk about teenagers. Chick edition.
That's a good idea.
I miss being teenagers. A teenager. Don't
Oh,
you?
I don't think you do.
No, I don't. I did not like being a teenager one
He was a
bit.
bad kid.
No, I wasn't.
All right, you're a good kid that got into a little bit of trouble, or you should have gotten in trouble.
I was a smart one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was smart. I was always the one like, hey, guys, you might want to roll the windows down. All right, listen. Let's get into it.
All right.
This is a chicken show.
We did just hatch last week, but
Are we going to
I've
bring
been-
them in? Would
Oh.
you guys? Would everyone like to see the baby chicks that hatch? Because the first one that hatched was right when the camera went down.
I am a little concerned that you had some deaths.
Why?
I mean, I had deaths too, and the 2 batches that I got from the hatchery, I had significant losses after they arrived.
It's the government.
And that's not really typical. I was
It's not.
starting to second guess my chicken skills, and I'm just coming clean with everyone, but
Nope.
I was thinking,
There's
what
something up.
did I do something wrong? But then Kenzie said her sister got the same batch and had like the same breeds die. So
Right.
maybe they were just weak
Supply and
genetically
demand.
or something.
Yeah,
Like they
they're
were
trying to
strong enough to hatch, but not strong enough to survive.
Was it something? Were they vaccinated?
Actually, I didn't pay extra for vaccination.
So it couldn't
I
have
was
been
in such a hurry to order. I was
Right.
just like click, 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 buy, check out.
Interesting.
I didn't.
Did
get
you call the
anything
hatchery
extra.
that you got them from to find
Yeah,
out?
I mean, they
Here we go,
reimbursed
Christopher.
me.
Thank you. His instincts are kicking in. Yes, guys, you need
Oh,
something.
look, he's got chicken skills already.
Yes, here we go.
Christopher, did you ever imagine that you'd have a job that required chicken skills? No.
So
he says.
don't these look good? Look at no
Look at
pasty
those
butt.
beautiful little feathers.
Beautiful. Yeah, they got their pin
Solid
feathers
black feet. 1, 2, 3, 4 toes.
like it should be. Who likes an extra toe? Honestly, give me a break.
One of them has a little yellow on the toes.
Yes.
That won't be a breeder.
So here's one of the Somanis or 2 of the Somanis. Can we tell yet, male or female?
No.
Now, there are people online that swear up and down you can tell by the pin feathers.
That's not true.
Really?
It's not true.
How do you know?
It's been debunked.
Yeah.
Really?
Broody says he lost 2 of the 20 I received from Murray McMurray. Yeah.
I mean, this is why I do suggest that people get extra if they're buying chicks, because it's you never know what your losses are going to be. If you have any losses, you don't know if you're going to have a rooster.
Right.
And it's much easier to give away or sell a few extras than it is to add more later
Right.
on.
Well, he
So-
said they refunded, so I just want to get
Right.
that in because I don't want to disparage anything.
Oh yeah, and I was refunded as well.
And somebody
I mean, it
asked
was-
if you were going to keep roosters, Matt, if they turn out to be
Negative. What's
And
funny too is
ideally, you wouldn't want to breed from the same family.
Oh, no? Is that frowned upon?
just ask the royal family. No.
I don't know.
And one of them is missing.
Wait. Hold on. What I just missed? Did you say royal family?
Yeah.
What's wrong with who's the royal family? Is that the one in England?
Yeah, they don't have a deep gene pool.
Yeah.
You always want to have a deep gene pool for breeding.
Throw in some variety in there, you know?
How do they not have a deep gene pool?
Oh, we'll
I'm sorry,
get
I
you
don't
up to
know.
speed
It's a
later.
simple question. Do you guys think that's true? They don't. Wow. Okay. I had
And
no
now we're
idea.
talking
Yes, I'm
hundreds of
sorry.
years ago. Okay, we're not talking.
We won the war.
Last
So,
generation.
That one still has its egg tooth.
so I wanted to point that out.
Wow.
It has what?
It's an egg tooth. The little.
It hasn't come off its beak yet. The thing they can use to kind of rip open inside the eggshell, right?
Right.
And then they should lose it.
Where is it? I have never seen that.
It's on the tip of its beak.
Ah,
Yeah.
It's just.
see, I don't know anything about teeny baby chicks.
Yes, you do. Okay. So here's the baby chicks. So we're down to 5, unfortunately. We did lose 3 of them. The Silkie.
Look, it's got a full crop already.
Oh, dude, these things have been eating
Heavy
like crazy.
eater.
I literally came in this morning like, dude, are you guys going to feed the baby chicks? And 2 people are like, we already have twice. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah.
They are cute. They are chirping. It was so nice to hear the chirping this morning in the lobby.
So Don says place
Should we take them back?
place blue and pink paper in front of them and see which they prefer to pack.
He's making a joke about sexing.
Oh, right over my head.
I know.
Man, you need to drink some more of that, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, so you asked me, like, how did I pick it? I pick it by the number and the letter. Or the letter and the number. So today I felt like a D4, and this was D4 out of the vending machines. All right, let's get into it.
We got questions.
Questions.
Mike has a question. Which is better, eggs or baby chicks under a broody hen? I know what I prefer.
Well,
there's preference, but which is better? So
Well-
what do we mean by better? Better for the human? Better for the chickens? Better for the success rate? What do we mean by better?
Mike, what do you mean by better?
No, okay. Obviously, that's going to be up for debate. So let's talk about it first from the point of a chicken. Okay? You're a chicken.
I don't think the chicken cares.
Are you kidding me right now?
I don't think they do either, because when you
They
have a
don't.
broody hen, you put eggs under there. So they have eggs under there, and then you just switch them out in the middle of the night so they're not even aware.
Okay, hear me out. It doesn't matter. Absolutely it matters. Okay, option A. You're a baby
Man,
chick.
you're fired up over this. I had no idea you cared.
Okay, you're a baby chick that is going to hatch under a mama hen. Okay, I see. Which is, we're not talking about introducing younger hens. Right?
I think it's just, which is better? Do you have like hatch eggs?
Okay,
Is it
never
eggs
mind.
under-
I read it real fast. I was also thinking about when you introduce younger hens to an existing flock.
Oh.
That's
No, this is a broody hen. Do you do fertilized eggs or do you trick her and have the baby chicks?
right.
Okay, so
So,
as far as the baby chick, doesn't matter.
So the broody hen doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't care. But I just had a broody hen have babies this week. She's doing good, but I want to remind people that with fertilized eggs, you have half of those approximately being male. So then you have that issue. If you have baby chicks, so I presume that you're buying female chicks, and you don't necessarily have the same issue with
Right.
numbers. I mean, you really have to buy twice as many eggs and raise those up until a certain point, and then you have the dilemma: what are you going to do with them when you sort out which ones are male? So you have that issue. Also with eggs, I have noticed that if you have them sitting on eggs, the broody hen can get kicked off the nest. And then her eggs are left unattended.
Vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so which is better then? You said
and
it didn't
I
matter.
believe that in my case this week, that one of the babies that hatched, she hatched all the eggs under her. She did a fantastic hatch job.
All of them hatched.
All of them hatched.
100% hatch rate. So even better than a man-made incubator.
Right.
Wow.
Right. The ones inside also I had an excellent hatch rate with this batch. But you typically do in the spring. Spring is the most fertile and you have the most success. So, but she did a great job, and they were all doing great. I went away for the day. Maybe I came to work, or Winston-Salem. I came home and one of them was dead. So I don't know if she stepped on it or she got kicked out of the nest. Oh, actually, I believe I know what happened, because there were 2 eggs that were there. So she apparently got kicked out of the nest. 2 hens came in there, laid eggs, and possibly killed one of the chicks.
Okay, so that stinks.
So, I mean, you have this, I mean, I don't know. It's
So it is complicated. And again,
It is
to get back to
somewhat
this question, which is
complicated.
better, eggs or baby chicks?
I like the baby chicks.
From a human aspect, that way you have a high probability of females if you had them sexed. They're already hatched. They're already
Right.
kind of in their area, the nursery.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree, but it's a lot more fun watching them with the fertile eggs and do the whole thing from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely say probably, so it doesn't matter really for the chicken, the mama hen, or the baby chicks. But for a human, there's huge advantages, especially that you don't have the 50-50 chance between a male or female. Unless you don't
and it
care.
depends on availability too. If it's easier for you to get fertilized eggs than baby chicks, especially on the off season, then it's definitely worth it.
And I remember one of the pro tips, I think you told me years ago, is leave a couple of the eggs in there when you swap them out at night.
Oh, yeah.
So that she thinks they're still going to hatch.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen you do this with a mama hen, a mama chicken, and you put baby ducks in there and baby turkeys, and it still worked.
Yep.
That just blows me away. Speaking of Winston-Salem, little fun fact. So we did a press conference for the baseball team where we had to have the coop under construction because the press conference got moved up. Does everyone know what happened during that press conference?
What?
We got robbed.
Oh.
Can you believe it?
I knew that.
Did you know?
Yeah. I didn't know.
During the press conference, the truck and trailers up in the parking lot, no more than, 80 feet from the coop, from the press conference, and people went in and stole stuff out of the truck and trailer. Isn't that something?
What they steal? Tools?
Tools and some personal stuff of Ethan's.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I didn't get a chance. I don't know if my interview ever made it on the media, because I did an interview, and I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know. I just got the one
We can
story,
check.
which they didn't link to us, which is not cool.
Did you let them know?
I don't have a contact for them. I wasn't involved.
I've asked you to be involved.
But you asked me to be involved when you were like ready to go. Like, I don't have a contact. If you want to contact your person at Winston-Salem Dash, say, could you please?
I can take care of that.
Hyperlink.
Well, hold
Thank
on.
you.
So no, but this is actually something Christopher should follow, because this is social media, right?
No, it's their press release. Their press release on the website should have a hyperlink to our website.
Oh, I did notice that. Yeah, that sucks. Can you call them up and have them? Well, it's probably nothing they can do now, right?
No, they can do that.
It
You
just
can go in
says
there.
Carolina Coop, so they can go in there and switch it.
They can put a hyperlink in there.
Christopher?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know anything about.
Kristen,
I talked to the one woman at the ballpark. What was her name? Amber or something?
Yeah.
Is she the
No.
main contact? See,
Kristen. She's just the chicken keeper, I think.
Kristen, just give me the contact
Yeah.
person. I'll
The
reach out to them.
marketing person.
Yeah, I'll reach out to them. It's fine. I'll take care of it.
All right, please. Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on.
What in the world?
How
is this,
to deal with teenagers. Chick
this-
edition.
Okay, is this what stinks?
No.
Why is
What
it
you
wet?
got there?
I hosed it off before the show.
Why?
It had chicken poop on it.
Did we?
Yeah, I hosed off the bottom too.
All right. We have questions. You want to get to some
Yes,
questions?
keep
while
bringing
we
some
do?
questions in. Yes.
You want to read that, Matt?
I did something that you hate, and it haunts me. But that was less than plus 2 years, more than 2 years ago.
Greater than 2 years.
Greater than 2 years ago, before I started watching VCL. Oh, this is gonna be good. I have vinyl flooring in my coop. Should I rip it out? Will the floor be ruined? Listen, if you're not having problems, I would leave it alone. Potentially, I think you're gonna have problems. I'm really curious, because I don't like it. I don't like layers, and especially from a pest point of view, you're asking for trouble. But if you aren't having problems, like especially mites or mold, this stinks.
Is it this?
I think that's it. I would leave it,
No,
or
it's not.
If you got to. Oh my gosh!
It's just the stinkiest show ever.
Oh, we're cracking eggs. We're just gonna okay.
It's this here.
That's just me. If you're not having problems, I would leave it. But if you're like, you know what, Matt said this, and it kind of makes sense, you want to rip it out, rip it out.
I would leave it until you do like a remodel or something.
That's a good point. Chicken coop remodel.
All right. So what I have here are some teenagers.
Oh,
And they have
they're so gawky looking.
Yes.
They're
like
perfect
yes.
teenagers.
They are large chicks. They're unruly. They're climbing on everything. They're pooping in their food. They're not cuddly anymore.
What kind are those, Kristen? Those are gorgeous.
I think they're Rhode Island Blues or whatever those are.
They're beautiful. I want one. I'll take them.
Yeah, they look scraggly. Oh, and I let's see. Do we have a male? Let me look. Yeah, I believe we have a male.
Oh, I don't want that one.
Do you see the difference?
That's awful sexist.
So this is
from the man who doesn't want roosters.
So this is a great time to identify the males in your.
How old are they?
Because I don't
little
want the
flock.
male to traumatize the female.
Right.
hens.
So I feel the same way.
They stink.
They do stink.
Why?
So yeah. So we go from the very. They don't even look like they stink, but
they don't. That's what I'm trying to like. What
I
stinks?
think it's this.
You got a
container.
rooster right here.
I know. That's what I was just saying.
The one on the right.
Yeah. So I was saying.
Oh, so you can even see it on the camera. I'm not sure if you guys
so
noticed that.
so the cute little cuddly chicks that we just saw turn into these.
How old are these?
5 weeks? 6 weeks?
Yeah, I think they're about. Actually, that's a good question. I should know.
Kristen.
I should
Warren.
know.
They look to be about.
We're
5
gonna
or
say
6 weeks.
6. Yeah, 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah. They're mostly feathered. You can see this one has the feathers growing on the head, so it's got the kind of the ugly fluff there. And yeah, they are a little bit difficult to manage at this age because they are scratching all of the bedding into the food constantly.
Oh, so they're still in a brooder.
Yeah, they're still in the brooder.
So they're ready to get out of the brooder and go where? Into the chicken coop?
Yep, they are. They are ready. And the weather is nice now. We had some cold temperatures last week, but I believe that we're all good now. So the challenges with this age, you can see this is I believe this is a jewelry stand that I got from the thrift store or something.
Okay.
But
that's cool.
it's nice to give them brooder-sized perch bars to hop on, because if you don't, they're going to hop on the food. They're going to scratch, litter into the food.
The other thing I would like to mention to that point that I've done myself, I've seen it with my own eyes. This is still I'm assuming problem, but I think it's true. When I have had baby chicks in a brooder too long without a roost bar, it takes them that much longer to acclimate to a chicken coop.
I don't.
That makes sense.
I don't doubt that. So give them some vertical spaces that's not the feeder. That is definitely a good tip. I try to raise the feeder as much as possible. I've used a concrete block, a concrete half block. I've tried stacking pavers.
Just hang it from a chain and you just keep going up the links. Right. That's why I love our brooders.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have something to hang it from, or you have a cover on your brooder because of cats.
Cats.
How many of these aged teenagers do you have, Kristen?
Ingrid, I can't believe you asked me that question.
I'm just wondering, as we talk about transitioning them, I just wonder how much of a little gang of teenagers that you're going to be able to transition, or do you just have these two?
It's not a gang, it's a club.
Okay.
Man, they just shook and dander went everywhere.
The first thing about the chicken club is we don't talk about the chicken club.
That's right.
Now, I do have some
coughing, gagging. This is going real good.
Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision and you can see
it
the dust.
Smells so bad.
I really can't believe that they're staying. I really thought they would be a little more unruly than they are.
No, they're doing good. They're on camera. They're like, yo, what's up? I think for now they are so ugly.
So how would you? You wouldn't introduce these to your regular flock now, would you?
No, I would put them in a pen. I have a pen for them to grow a little. Actually, I have some this age that I'm growing for the ballpark, and they're about maybe a couple years. Actually, maybe they're 2 or 3 weeks older because they are fully feathered, and I'm letting them out the last hour of the day to free range, and they're doing okay with the other ones. But they sleep in a different spot.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about our we call it the brooder basement.
Yeah,
that we've added as an option to our chicken coops for the acclimation of the baby chicks. But you definitely do not want to introduce younger hens with older hens until they're the same size. And the secret is space.
Yeah, definitely not in a confined space.
If you're not going to do the mama hen brooding technique where it's all natural and you got to introduce the younger ones to an existing, it's not pretty. If you give them space, they have a very good chance to kind of
that last hour
safe.
Of daylight, I also take away the chick food because the hens really want that chick food, and that's when they start getting territorial and pecking each other. So if I just take away the food for that last hour and just let these teenagers go, they run around, get some grass, and the older ones don't seem to care as much because there's not food involved and there's plenty of space. They don't need to be territorial over grass and weeds.
I don't think it's the baby chicks that stink.
It's the container that I brought them in because they...
Is that a high protein diet or something?
Yeah,
that's what I plan on going on soon.
All right, I just lost my question. So we got a question from...
And I also say from day one, please use a nipple water. It'll save you a lot of trouble.
I absolutely love those.
Yeah, and these guys are actually the ones, they do have a hanging water.
Yeah, we'll do a video later today. We got a bunch of videos we're going to be doing. One of them was, I want to do one on how to clean the pasty butt because it is super easy, and I believe there is a right way. And the brooder we have out in the lobby is our round polycarbonate one. It's so easy, and there's nothing to it. A food dish, a water dish, and that water dish sits right on top of their heat plate, and it just doesn't get any easier.
All right, Laura has a question. I missed I got to go with the other question. I possibly have a hen that started breaking eggs. 3 eggs broken this week. 1 even in their coop. I don't watch them in the egg hutch, so I don't know which one's doing it. Suggestions.
Yeah, actually, I think I have this happening as well. I have oyster shell. I've noticed that my egg shells are a little weak, and I've been trying to get them to eat the oyster shell, and I don't know why they're not eating it. Maybe there's too many other things that are delicious. I don't know. I have no idea why my shells are weak, but that's the first thing, is make sure your shells are strong and they have access to not only oyster shell, but to the sun for vitamin D so they can absorb that calcium. And last night I asked my teenage son, hey, can you get those cameras working? I have bought a box of cameras more than a year ago and never unboxed them. So I want to put a camera in the coop and see what's happening with these eggs.
Like a little webcam.
Yeah, you can use a trail cam, a little Wi-Fi camera, something like that. I mean, that's...
Isn't it usually the one that has egg on her face?
Sometimes, yeah. But if you have a friend that hunts, they have trail cameras, and this is off season now, so maybe you could just borrow one.
Ooh, that's an interesting point.
That's really, I believe, the best way to find out
I don't think there's
exactly...
an off season to hunting. That's when they really go out there, especially down here. I noticed they do so much baiting. I think it was illegal in New York, but I think they actually keep those cameras up year round. But that is interesting. So you're saying put a game cam in the egg hutch, or a regular camera. I mean, there's so many
you can
cameras.
do like a Nest. He had the Arlo cameras, and I mounted one in when I had a Broody hen just to make sure that she was okay with the chicks.
Right. They can be really
I just got a funny idea, Christopher. You should do a social media where there's a hen using the camera detector inside the egg hutch, like they're in a hotel room looking for the spy cams.
Yeah, that would be great. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully that I'll have to remind him that he has a task to do, that little boy of mine. But I figured he could get those up and running.
Stinks. Robin, thank you. I guess, I like to think things through from a logic point of view, and I like data. I like the facts, even though I don't live my life that way, but I learn that way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Right. So you want to know whether or not it's like somebody accidentally, they're weak and somebody sat on them, stepped on them.
Right.
Because the minute they're compromised, then they're all going to go after them.
Right. Or is there really one going after it, and which one and how many?
You do not want egg eaters.
Because then you'll want to isolate those and figure out what your next step is.
Anyone raise guinea fowl chicks with hens? Are they good layers? So guineas. Tell us about guineas real quick for the people that don't know about guineas.
I do recommend raising them with chicks because they are less domesticated. So if they are raised with chickens, they will be more domesticated. They'll be more of a flock and less likely to fly away on you into the trees at night.
Tell
that
us about
sort of
guinea.
thing.
Tell us
they
about
are
guinea
loud. They are loud and they eat. They're well known for their pest control.
Yes.
So they're better on larger properties because they do kind of
travel a lot.
They give chicken people kind of a bad name, kind of like roosters.
I don't think Mike would be wanting to introduce that. I've seen his backyard. I don't think.
But and also
they're big.
Females are the loud ones. So it is possible you could get a male and
that's like ducks. The female ducks are the loud ones. The males aren't.
But they're not known for their egg laying.
Guineas are ugly. They are loud.
No,
their
faces are ugly.
They travel so far. But I tell you, if you're out in the country and you got a lot of ticks, I love biological pest control. I love when an animal has a job.
Yeah.
Getting some guineas out there just to go to town and just let them, keeping them in the chicken coop is next to impossible. But you're saying it is possible from Keats and try to keep them in that coop.
You can train them to come in. I've noticed that it's easier if they are raised with chickens.
Can we deep litter this thing? It smells.
They haven't even pooped yet.
No, I think it's the wood. I think it's the wet. And as a woodworker, I keep admiring how this solid board is cupped. We should make these. I wonder if we can sell them.
Yeah, I tried to order one of these off of Amazon for the show, and I missed the deadline.
Sparky Prep, question. Is it common for only one hen in a flock to keep going broody? I have been thinking of getting rid of this one hen. She goes broody about once a month. If I do get rid of her, why broody once a month?
And then he said, if I do get rid of her, will another hen take her place?
I'm curious. What is her breed?
Yeah.
Wait,
that's what we need to know.
That's not normal for a hen to go broody once a month.
Well, I mean, maybe she keeps
Is
trying.
that what you guys call it now?
She's, she didn't get babies this month. Maybe next month. Maybe the next month.
How often will a hen go broody a year?
It depends on the breed. You can have one raise 3 clutches in in one season. If they're super broody, that's rare. But if it's a standard breed, she may just need to get this out of her system, and then she's done.
How do we feel about people trying to break the broody?
I don't like it.
Ingrid?
I've done it.
Ouch! I didn't see that coming.
I've done it because I don't have space.
Yeah.
But I've only done it with like Midge because she's like she goes broody all the time, but she's only semi-broody.
She's not super persistent. She's like a part-timer.
Yeah. So she'll abandon. But I don't know whether I've actually technically done it where I've kind of kept them isolated and not being able to. But I have considered it, and I understand why people would do it, because if you don't have the space or you can't add new chicks to your flock, then it doesn't make sense to have a broody all the time.
Look at that good, healthy poop.
Yeah, look at the one. Looks like it's just floating because it's like it's covered. If you see on the camera, it looks like it's just.
She's being so good. He's being a little terror.
I'm gonna leave him here.
All right, so I'll tell you what. It's already 12:40. I think at 12:45 we have 75 people here now. Thank you so much for being here. Please share the show if you haven't already. Clicked on the notification bell. If you haven't already been a subscriber, please do so. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. And I love that people are giving thumbs ups. So if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up. It is March 29th, 2024. We talked about in the beginning of the show, we're going to crack open the eggs that didn't hatch. I think we should do it about 12:45. Are we ready for that?
Okay.
All right.
Laura asks, so you don't think...
Notice no one gave an answer.
I'm not really enthusiastic about that one, Matt.
Why?
Obvious reasons.
What's your obvious reason?
I think you're more likely to puke than I am, honestly.
Do you think from the smell or the visual?
Both.
Okay, we have a question. So Laura's asking, so you don't think that they are breaking the eggs on purpose?
We don't know, and that's why I'd like to see a camera.
Right.
You know, like if you don't have all the information, how are you going to know?
Right.
And it is very serious and something that you need to you need to figure that out pretty soon.
What kind of brooder water do you recommend for ducklings? Interesting. That is a good question.
That is a good question.
I don't think we've ever gotten that question because we've talked a lot about the duck dipper for adult ducks.
I really don't know.
They will use your water bar, but for ducklings, you might want to use like a trough.
Yeah, I would say they really want a water dish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hold on. We have raised ducklings.
It's been a little while.
We're going to have the duck person on in May, just so you know.
We put them in a pool. I mean, they had access to a pool. So, man, I'm trying to think what the hell we've done.
I think just a traditional water.
Yeah. We've never done anything special like a water bar or nipples. What is nice is that we've seen and learned adult ducks use the nipples, but there's a big difference where they drink the water and where they got to clean their faces.
Okay. So I'm just going through the comments. So you said you would put the teenagers in a pen. What about getting them to roost at night? And would you let them free range? So some people, like if you've raised the Iamsomanis, for instance, and now they're that age and you want to put them in the coop, right? They're teenagers. What do you do? You lock them up, right? You want to keep them locked up so they know where their home is.
Yeah.
No, she's trying to help you start explaining.
I think I was getting distracted by the pecking.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Here.
Yeah, so that is one of the most difficult things. You put the teenagers out there, okay, and are we going to refer to it's their first coop, no chickens, or there's already an existing flock, right?
Let's say that there isn't.
Okay, which is very normal. Okay, so you raise the baby chicks. Husband's madder than hell. Get them out of that bathtub. Boy, we know those calls. Those calls are coming. And you got to get them into the chicken coop. Okay, Carolina Coops finally showed up. Thank God you just saved my marriage. And the coop is in there. What do?
We leave them in the hen house.
Let me help you out. Okay, so you're going to take your baby chicks. They're fully feathered. So that means as long as it's warm enough out where you're not in an extreme cold, if you're up north or whatever, we should be able to trust that they can keep themselves warm. We put them inside the hen house. Mm-hmm. Do we go out during the daytime? Do we go out at night for the first time?
I would. Well, I'm actually just thinking because they sleep in that pile for a while.
Don't think. No more thinking. Just the way they what?
They sleep in that pile. That's so cute. I mean, your chicks are sleeping in the chick pile.
What chick pile? What are you talking about?
It's like a puppy pile, but it's chicks.
What?
What, you don't watch them sleep?
No. Okay, you take your baby chicks when they're like this, you throw them in the hen house and you shut the door.
Well,
is that what we do?
Yes.
Well,
if
it's really cold,
yes, you do.
Maybe you should leave them in the pile.
Don't you have to teach?
I have failed you guys.
No, because I was told that you need to close off them in the hen house with food and water. It's the only time you put food and water in the hen house because they need to know that this is where they're going to roost at night. So
Thank you.
Don't give them access to the run.
Go on.
And then after a couple...
Okay, hold on. Pause. You don't give them access to the run. What do we got to do so they don't have access to the run?
You close off the door.
That's right.
Put
okay,
a little
so
piece of cardboard over it.
Or Carolina Coop now comes standard. Hen house door. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to close off the hen house door.
Right. And you keep them in there from anywhere from 3 days to a week.
We're missing another step.
Close off the nesting boxes.
Close off the egg hutch because we don't want them going into the egg hutch.
Totally close off.
You go out at night. You put them on the roost bars.
Yeah.
You put them on those roost bars, and then you have the food and water in there, and then you let them be. Right?
Right.
So in my opinion, once you see them going up to the roost bars at night to sleep on their own, that is when you can open up the hen house door and then, again, let them be. Don't force them, kick them out, and try to show off to your friends. Let them come down on their own.
Because those are the kind of friends that I have.
If you don't let them come down on their own, there's a very good chance they're not going to go up on their own. Now, let's say, okay, they went down on their own. They're having a good time. They discovered soil and grass for the first time, but they don't go up at night. What do? You're
going to have to bring them up there. That's what I do.
Wait till after dark.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait till dark.
So you're not chasing them around in that chicken coop.
Yes.
Okay, so you wait till dark and you're going to go into the
run. And pick them
What a
up.
great point to have a run on your coop, even though you're going to end up free ranging. Think about another huge advantage to having a run.
Yeah, pick them up and carry them to the roost bars and put them on there.
Okay, so that means you're going to actually go in there. You're going to have to grab them. They're probably hiding under the hen house. That's where they love to hide. And then
they're in a corner somewhere.
Yeah. And then you got
maybe they're perching on
so
the
we don't just
the
shove
ladder.
them. We don't just shove. That will happen as they progress. I notice they'll start
Yeah.
doing that. So that's a good sign. You don't just shove them through the chicken door opening. You got to go around.
Yeah.
Open up the hen house doors. Put them on the roost bars. Right.
Put them on the roost
And then
bars.
eventually they will learn to go up there at night.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do that, to be honest with you. I've seen chickens just eventually learn on their own. But if you're trying to rush it, okay, you can absolutely do that. I've also have had people, and I'm curious if you guys agree to this, say, let's leave the lights on. We got a Motel 6 it, right? You got to leave the lights on.
I have done that.
Does it work? Leave the light on in the hen house.
I have brought out a flashlight, a dull flashlight where the battery's dying so it's not super bright, and put it in the hen house, and they're attracted to the light. I have done that before. Or directed the light to the hole at the top of the ladder. Okay, I'll put them away.
No, they're so cute.
Yeah, we definitely want to put them away because we don't know what's about to happen.
But it is a transition. It shouldn't take any more than I mean, it could happen right away. They take right to the hen house and everything's cool. Especially if they're a little older than these guys.
Everything's cool. They just took a huge.
No, I mean,
that is a huge dump.
But it is a healthy one.
Oh my God!
Look at that.
Oh,
There's-
and I eat off this table
Well,
right next to the.
That's something you do. That's crazy.
Let me get that.
Yeah, and so I'd made mistakes when my
job,
first
girl.
flock, and I had small 3 to 5 week old chicks with 10-week-old pullets, And the older one, the Rhode Island Red, taught the other ones to go up. So it's amazing how much they will. And like you always say, you only need one to do it. They all end up following.
Yeah, that's a great point.
You know, so sometimes when you do have like a mixed flock of different ages, you might have like one of them being able to teach them to go.
Yeah, and I
to
use that with my children.
Oh my God. Okay.
Now
so-
my daughter called and said, Did Reed have swimming lessons? And I was like, no, you guys taught him.
Okay, listen. So Laura has a very good question.
Yeah, I
want
can't tell where the smell is coming
just
from.
go up. Laura had a great question that I thought we should talk about.
This is dreadful.
What is dreadful?
Oh, I don't know where it's coming from.
The smell is unreal right now. Okay, Laura asks, will the baseball chickens be safe? No fear of theft and or destruction? Are they open to the public when games are not being played? Seems sad. Okay, I'm sorry that it seems sad. In a way, I look at this opportunity as a great one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so first I want to mention that there's risk anywhere. And if they're going to be safe anywhere, it's going to be at this ballpark. Okay, there's so much human activity. The chances of predation is so low. There's layers to the stadium, but yet what a great area for those chickens.
It really is ideal.
We literally let those chickens out for the press conference, and they were already acclimating, eating grubs with Ethan. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing.
It is a huge...
Okay, that's a true story. He was actually eating grubs.
It is a huge mulched area with natural mulch and years of natural mulch.
Okay, so but on a commercial property, we have had theft.
in.
We have had theft where people went in and stole the chickens. And that can happen anywhere, so they most likely will be locking off the coop. Destruction to the coop. I mean, anything's possible. They're not...
It's well protected. It's fenced in.
Right. It's not that it's open to the public. It's fenced in, but people are going to be able to see it. And whether there's a game going on or there's not a game. So I can't wait to do a follow-up. So that's a legit question. I can tell you, we talked about all this. And a lot went into that discussion, especially with the fence that's going to be put in by the chicken yard. All right, let's crack these open. Are we ready? Will you be making a way to switch out current nest box to a rollout? We already have. Also... Next gen coop. I don't know if I went public with this. So many people are like, "Oh, that nest box too big. This nest box too small. This one's just right." We're gonna make it so that, say, you get a 5-gang nest box, you can make it a 5-gang, or you can make it a 4-gang by just. There's gonna be options in there to switch out the dividers.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
I didn't bring the plugs. All right. Here's what I remember.
All right, everybody, avert your eyes if you're queasy.
All right, so we're going to crack open. So these are the eggs. If you just, oh, God, shake that.
No.
All right, so here's the eggs that did not
What if
develop.
it pops and it sprays rotten egg in your eye?
Do I have my should we
Yeah.
have face shield?
I'm looking
You
away.
were going to eat one that was a week old. So I want
A week old, yeah.
So we're going to find
4
out.
weeks old.
Are we ready? We're going to crack it open. I'm going to start with the ones I think these did not develop at all. 2 of these, I think it's the 2 small ones that I don't think were ever fertile. Are we ready?
I don't think we can be ready. Just,
Okay, yeah. See, no big deal.
Yolky. Okay.
Not fertile.
Not fertile.
Still not eating it.
I don't smell anything.
Really?
All right. See, that's not bad, guys. This is where I was asking Christopher. I wasn't sure. We got to get a camera that points straight down at the table. One, you can see how big of a mess it is, actually. But this is a great time to see. Yeah, no big deal. All right. All right. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
That looks fully developed. Membrane didn't.
Oh.
Yeah,
damn.
it just didn't pop through the membrane.
That's
Actually,
so sad.
that
This
yolk is
bumming
still
me out.
attached there, so he didn't.
So, wait, say again?
The last thing they do before they hatch is they consume they take in the yolk through their
umbilical cord, I guess you call it.
Yeah. And then use that energy to hatch, and that yolk is still there, so it died right before hatch.
Oh.
Damn. All right, so we're gonna pull it out.
Aww.
Yeah.
How many toes?
No, this is a Samani.
So East Stormy says her autumn
Aw.
chicks started copying my spring chicks to get into the hen house roost bars and stuff. So it does. They do learn from each other, especially if they're.
What are the chances you make it that far? I mean, that is literally like, hey, I am ready to hatch and I don't. What happened?
It could be the membrane dried out if you're humidity.
Dude, we had it so humid. I actually had it over 70%. We had it cranked at 80. Because I was like, if I'm a baby chicken, I got to hatch.
Maybe that shell harder?
Damn.
Than the other ones?
No, this one was... Okay.
Yeah, this is unpleasant.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
that one...
apologize to... See, this is where the podcast comes
Yeah,
in handy.
Yeah, that one has the yolk attached, too.
So that means they stopped developing. It
Well-
wasn't necessarily that the...
No, that's the last step. I mean, that's...
So they did develop fully.
Okay, that one smells a little.
I can't believe
Damn.
you're doing this.
Damn. Well, you know, this is... Because, you know
with
what?
your sensitive stomach?
I'm actually tough. It's fake for the show, folks. I do not have a
I
sensitive...
don't believe that.
Joel asked if there are security cameras at the ballpark.
Yes.
And of course they are.
No.
Well,
It's
not...
the first thing I asked, not on the main stadium. So I was like, dude, let's pull up the camera and see who stole from us.
Oh.
Dang. So that stinks.
Okay, I'm smelling it too now. Now it's reaching over here.
Ooh, okay, that's the gooey brown one right there. That's the one that probably was fertile or it just rotted.
No, yeah,
Oh!
that's just a rotten egg smell right there.
So we have David Vincent asks, how difficult is it for someone not very handy to put together a 6x12 American coop with help?
Now's not the time for that question because that is a wonderful question. I do want to answer that.
Here, would you like a paper towel and maybe a wet wipe?
No.
I'm gonna go scrolling through.
Your
hold on.
hands are wet.
No, I know. We got one more egg to go.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh my God, that smells so bad. What are you doing?
I'm pushing it over to you.
So we had 2 that just did not develop at all. 2 that...
We're fully developed.
Yes. And there we go. Okay.
Another rotten one.
Man, I don't know how.
Well, that was, yeah. Either they didn't develop at all or they were fully developed.
So there they are. So I actually was hoping that we're going to discover that they didn't go that far.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have someone come in here and remove... Don't push it my way. I got to have someone come in and oh my gosh. So what are we going to do with these? Are we going to bury them, throw them out in the garbage, let the chickens eat them? What do you do with this?
Lance.
Poor Lance.
Maintenance guy.
Christopher, you're going to do the honors and get these out. Oh, God, that stinks.
Oh, my God.
There we go, bud. Thank you. There we go. Oh, wait. Christopher's coming and covering up.
Someone says
stop pushing everything my way.
I'm trying to clean
You're
my
the
area.
one that wraps poop around your neck in a necklace, and you're...
Right, Robert Garrett has a good question.
Well, no, I want to get back to the one about...
I know. We'll get to that one, too.
Okay, sorry, Ingrid.
I have a camera in the hen house and it's infrared LEDs for night use. Will the LED lights affect the chickens?
I've never had a problem.
I don't think so.
No.
Infrared.
Chickens get used to everything eventually.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for this question now, Matt?
Yes, I am. Let me cover this up. So that wasn't so bad, folks. See what I mean?
It was a little sad.
And it was informative.
It is sad. It's informative.
It means
Honestly,
that you and that incubator actually did a very good job.
Thank you. And it would be putting those baby chicks that didn't make it, letting their life go to waste. At least learn from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's still sad.
It is. I mean, okay.
All right, David Vincent.
Oh, David Vincent, great question. How difficult is it for someone not very handy to put together a 6x12 American coop with help? Now, here's what I'm going to say, and here's what I've learned. The people that go to assemble our coops that tell us, I know everything, my favorite, I'm an engineer. I have all the tools in the world. I've built blah, blah, blah. I build houses. Most of those people have the hardest time. I kid you not, they have the hardest time. The good builders that are handy love our coop because they get it. They actually know what they're doing. They appreciate every detail that goes into the construction of our coop so that it goes together very well. With that said, For someone that's not very handy, I pride ourselves on the fact that the design of our chicken coops is to accommodate the people that think they're not very handy. I'm going to give you an example. One of the most intimidating parts of assembling our coop could be the roof. Like, oh, I'm not a roofer. Okay, I can screw some walls together. So we notch the rafters and the purlins so they're index points. They lock together, and it is a 3D puzzle. So as you're putting it together, if you got a gable that's not perfectly plumb, meaning going straight up and down, and the purlin's not dropping in, you pull the gable in and drop it in. That doesn't mean anything's cut wrong. What's happening is it's truing itself up, where you don't have to really worry about having to go out and get a level and a speed square. You shouldn't need it, okay? What I have learned is over the years, the people that have an extreme high success rate at putting our coops together are the people that never even put anything together before, are not very handy, and it's because they don't go in thinking they know everything, and you can skip all these steps.
Yeah,
you do not want
right.
to skip a step. And I do hope, and I think we're getting very, very close, that we're actually going to have step-by-step videos to go along with the manuals, all right, which I know is going to help tremendously because I want to offer those pro tips that we use.
Yeah.
Also, I notice a lot of people that are not very handy, they're very grateful for what they've accomplished. So they don't start nitpicking things that you shouldn't nitpick. Again, real builders understand reality, and then other people that pretend they know, they're just nuts. I'm sorry, but
yeah. And I wanted to add, if you can use a screw gun, you can do it.
So, in summary, if you're not very handy, I think you're going to enjoy putting together one of our coops because you're going to be amazed by having to follow the manual and getting yourself a screw gun. Okay, and just get out there. You might make some mistakes. It might be a learning curve to learn how to, drive the pocket hole screws, but it's so doable. What I can tell you is you're putting together a puzzle, and you have to make sure everything is flush where it needs to be flush.
Right.
As long as you do that and you take your time, don't try to rush it, follow the instructions, and of course, always can call us. Our customer service, our build support is phenomenal. We are always here, and you can always call us. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, and he did ask on YouTube, and I had said all the following things. It helps to have somebody.
Wow, how nice.
Somebody to to hold up the walls, but everything is pre-labeled. I mean, is labeled and pre-drilled. So,
can you bring in Queen Bee? Queen Bee. Matt, I love the 3 question marks. Definitely, if you have a question, leave that. Big question marks, that way we don't miss it. Can we replace our current nest box with a rollout?
With your rollout.
With your rollout. We have one of your 8x18 with the 2 nest boxes. So 2 egg hutches.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you? Yes. Why?
We usually try to talk people out of it.
Don't. Yeah, we
especially if you've got 2 already.
Yes, we have rollout nest boxes, rollout egg hutches. They're there if you want them. I would say before you do that, call us. Would I love to sell you more? Sure, but no, that's not what we're here for. We are here to make sure you are successful. And honestly, my question would be to this question is, again, why? Because if you feel you need a rollout nest box, most likely something else is going on that we need to talk about. And you can leave it in the questions right now. So actually, if you could do that, Queen Bee, tell me, why would you be interested in switching to a rollout nest box?
It's always because you have an egg eater or you have dirty eggs. And you typically have dirty eggs because somebody is sleeping in the nesting box.
Or you got too many chickens. One of them's getting pecked on because they're sleeping in the nest box. Yeah, they're dirty.
Those are reasons why somebody's sleeping in the nest box.
Exactly. So that's what we have to get at. Putting in a rollaway nest box isn't technically the solution, and that's what we want to get to.
And the reason is if you have 2 egg hutches already, they're not going to like the rollout one because they're going to prefer the ones where they can actually have nesting material. The rollout egg hutches, you can't use nesting material, so it's not ideal for the chickens.
Right.
It's
they suck. Period. Okay. And they because it's not what chickens want. Right. I mean.
So she's asking because she said she just wants to be able to switch them out for vacation. So I guess that's what she's talking about.
So the one time. And this is when I said, okay, fine, let's start making them, is because of that. That's when I flipped.
Yeah.
We had a customer up in Idaho, and she said, we're not going to be there every day to collect the eggs. Okay, they're going to roll away. Okay, That is the only time I can see that makes sense. But even then, we're not encouraging their instincts with nesting material, because if you put in nesting material, and we've seen people do this, they get a rollaway nest box and they put in nice coastal hay or straw or whatever. Well, guess what? The egg's not going to roll away. You got to put in a grass carpet, a fake grass carpet.
I'm confused though. So if it's because you're going on vacation, all right, so say you have 8 hens, they're all laying, and you get, so you're getting like 8 eggs every 2 days or whatever, and you're on vacation. I mean, what is the roll? You got 2 nest boxes, 2 egg hutches, so that's 6, there's plenty of different spots for them to lay. They tend to keep laying. I mean, we've all found that clutch of eggs that we didn't know about that's got like 20 eggs on it. So what I don't understand, like if it's going into a rollaway nest box, they're still staying out there and nobody's collecting them. Well, I don't understand the advantage.
So they don't become an egg eater.
So you think?
So they don't break.
Okay, you think they're going to break if they
Oh, absolutely.
collect over time?
Oh, it happens. Yeah, they get on there and they start moving around and they start crashing against each other. They break. They go, oh, wait, what's in there? Oh, yummy.
I think Ingrid's saying that if you have 6 nests, then they're going to be spread out over time, and that's going to be a little less likely. I think she's got a pretty good situation if she's got
they
2
keep laying in the same spot, like she's saying.
They do sometimes, but then they'll go, like if one is busy, they'll be. I mean, we've had the trifecta of one in each nest box.
My advice for people going on vacation:
get someone to collect them.
Get someone to collect
Yeah,
them. And let them keep the eggs. They'll be happy to.
It seems like I know
that's the easiest thing.
It is the easiest thing, and it's also taking that nest box on and off when you're.
No,
I mean, I guess
we'll invent the vacation egg hutch.
Where it switches
It's
to roll away.
It's gonna be AI. There's gonna be an arm that comes in and collects the egg and.
Kind of like those robotic kitty litter.
Call a neighbor. I've never seen a situation where, except for again in Idaho, I understood that one. There was nobody within like 1,000 miles or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's impossible to get someone to collect the eggs, but it just seems like I don't see the advantage of it at all.
Someone made I think it was Laura again. She said, that's my husband. I just wanted to point out, engineers, they overthink everything. They take forever. Engineers have a purpose. I'm not going to say they don't. God, they're just backwards. Screen share request.
Oh, just hit
cancel.
Share.
Oh,
Wait.
share.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, what? I don't know. Who are we sharing? Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Christopher's got his own computer now. He's in here saying, yeah, but look what I don't have.
Your mouse?
I don't have my mouse.
Did you delegate?
I think you guys killed it on purpose.
Oh, it died?
Um,
that's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and somebody said to David Vincent that it was like putting Legos together when they put the coop. So he said that helps. Awesome. We've been waiting to get one of your coops for years. We bought a house so we could get a Carolina coop. So, and that's That's what he said on. Yeah, that's what he said on YouTube. That's why I recognized that was the same guy that
that's
was
cool.
the YouTube comment.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hold on. Someone says it was pretty straightforward, though the roofing was a little tricky. Next time I would pre-drill holes before putting the panels on the rafters. So I don't know if he's talking about one of our coops because the metal is pre-drilled. It's not pre-drilled on the ridge cap, and you don't want to.
I think that's what he's talking about is the ridge cap.
Yeah, you don't want to pre-drill them.
Okay.
You'll have more problems. Unless
No,
you get
I did talk to one of our installers about that issue, and he said to tap use the back of the screw gun just to do a little tap for the self-tapping screws to get them started.
That's Ethan. So, and
is that not right? Is that not a good idea?
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that. My next statement was he's not wrong if you have that ability.
Okay.
But I don't want people to think if you can't do that, it's wrong. It is nice. There is a difference between self-tapping, self-drilling, self-piercing.
Oh, what are these?
And our roofing screws that you use to screw in the ridge cap and the roofing are self-piercing. And it's going to pierce that metal first, and then it actually will cut it. So then it becomes self-drilling, and then it goes in. When I put it in, I will push on. I don't tap it, but I will push it just to get a little dimple in that metal. Mm-hmm. So, I see him do it. He goes, well, that's because he's able to get up there and reach it. But I don't know. It's not a bad idea.
So David Vincent also asked, can you go over how to prepare the ground area for coops? We have a couple of links on our website.
Wait, where's that one? Here, I don't see it. Bring
Okay.
Yeesh. Can you go over how to prepare the ground area for the coops? That is a whole entire show. We've done an entire show on it. What I can tell you is go watch those videos. If you're getting one of our coops, we, or Kristen or Mackenzie or not, whoever's your salesperson, will definitely go over that because that is critical. There is a lot to that conversation.
David, call me. I'll point you to the resources and walk you through some options.
Yeah, if you go to our FAQ page on our website, you can also.
Yeah, Ingrid's done it.
It's FAQ, and also there's under resources, I believe, the slideshow for that VCL show is on there.
Right. There's a lot of redundancy on the website, so people can find
lots of information.
So yeah, because you have to make sure it's level, so doors close and stuff like that, so it's sitting perfectly level. Correct?
Yes. But how you level it off, that's where we get into the ground prep. Where you're going to, level off the ground, are you going to build up the ground, are you going to put a concrete base in, a pressure treated base? Matt, on the American Coop, is that 6-foot walls and a 612 or 712 pitch looks 612. They are 6-foot walls and the pitch is 512.
Why are you frozen again?
No, are you serious? That's it. I'm not doing the show anymore. Why would we freeze again? You know what? Did we freeze right about this time last?
It seems like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. All right. Well, I'm glad we cracked the eggs. If we didn't crack the eggs by now, I would be so mad. I am sorry, guys.
All
I don't
right.
understand why
Till
we froze.
next time.
Yeah, Christopher, can you figure that out? Wait, okay, so that's the screen share. Why in the hell is it freezing? I deleted everything. At least, again, we don't look like idiots. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine if I what?
Speak for yourself.
I don't look like an idiot when I froze.
All right, do you want to end the
kidding.
show since you're frozen, or what do you want to do?
He says no, it was an older group. We have always pre-drilled. Huh. Anyways, yeah, I'm good. I'm not going to mess around with it. We got through it. It smells so bad in here. Like,
I'm glad I brought out the baked goods first.
Those were so good, by the way.
I wanted to bring in someone from the office right now that has a very sensitive nose because we're probably nose blind to this smell.
I'm worried. I'm worried about my nose.
My nose is good now, so I wasn't able to smell.
Non-animated Matt, not natural. Hold on. Fisher Matt Rice says, keep going. Did you get a new camera yet? No, I need to get a new camera. Matt, pay your bills. We do pay our bills. What in the hell
Fisher Matt
happened?
Ryan said it's Radio Chicken now.
Yeah. Oh, God, I do miss Radio Chicken. I was trying to tell Christopher yesterday. We used to have 6 computers or 5 computers running Radio Chicken because, and we need to get back to this, I want to be able to take callers. I think that's kind of cool, right?
It is cool.
So, Christopher, can you get on that as well? Please, yeah. Let's figure out how to get back to taking on calls. I mean, we did it. We figured it out in 5 minutes, but I wasn't in love with it. I think we could do it better. Especially, he's already got Ring Central. We already have an extension set up for Ring Central, which is our VoIP system for people that do want to call in. Right? It's extension 5, 6.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then Kelly can take the call, screen the call, and patch it through. Yeah, we got to do that again. Let's get back to it. I see it. People don't want us to end. They want us to keep going. New hybrid video stream and podcast show. The chicken hackers. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think the government is like, dude, okay, enough of you. You've had your time, and we're going to shut you down. Come on, someone. We have rolling nest box. The boxes are not as deep. Here, see if that'll come in. Can you guys see that comment? So it's literally just, we have a rolling nest box. The boxes are not as deep as the standard box. Due to the slope of our yard, I built the case with 3 layers of 4x6 on the edge. I'm not sure what he's trying to say.
I don't either.
Can hear you fine. Continue the show. Everyone wants to continue the show.
Okay, well.
I love that. That is
you might as
awesome.
well keep it going. Your lunch isn't done yet either.
Oh, what's for lunch today? Oh, we got a busy afternoon. We got so many videos that we got to film. What are we doing? We were doing an installation of the gravity water bar.
Yes.
We're doing, you have homework. You're doing the top 10 things not to feed chickens or something.
I thought it was 5.
It was 5.
I was just making some. Okay, top 5 things. What are the top 5 things to not feed chickens?
Well, she's not going to say now.
Yeah,
people aren't going to
tune
watch
in.
it.
I can confirm that they do like fish sticks.
They are absolutely going to tune in and watch it. Did you guys see the reel that, or story, whatever it's called, that Christopher did yesterday of Jesse walking around.
I liked it.
I
commented. If you had seen it, you would have seen that I commented.
I did see it. I see that you commented.
Oh.
And it was on Instagram, and I thought it was an amazing video. It was so real and well edited. So Christopher, thank you for doing that. Only as of this morning, 20 likes. How can you have over
I really liked it.
Well, there's not a really like option though. Just like. No, I get you. So how is it that you can have over 20,000 followers on Instagram, which is not good, but it's not horrible. Like I want a lot more. 20 likes. Did you see the video, Ingrid? You didn't watch it?
I didn't get a chance.
Huh. What is a screw gun? Familiar with a drill? What is? I don't get that question. Heather John, what is a screw gun? Familiar with a drill? Okay, you're saying you're familiar with a screw gun is a tool that can be a drill and or drive screw. So I refer to it as a screw gun. It has a drill option. A lot of people will tell you I'm wrong. I disagree. They're going to tell you, no, that's just a drill that has the ability to screw. No, it has a clutch. It is designed to drive screws. And again, you can put it on the fast setting and increase the clutch and drill with it. That is what you want when you're assembling one of our coops.
Are you saying that every screw gun is a drill, but not every drill is a screw gun?
100%. That is a great point. That is a good shirt.
Okay.
Huh. I had a customer one time. She was having a hell of a time putting her coop together down in South Carolina. I'll never forget this. And her husband, hi, Ingrid. What's going on, Ingrid and Christopher, everyone?
Oh.
Wait, how did that happen?
Lean in, Christopher.
Yeah, hey, there they are. So at least we can see them now. Here, you guys can take away the show. I got a question. I got some questions for you guys.
Okay, but you were talking, and I don't want to be on camera.
Know. She was down in South Carolina. Her husband was hurt at work. I don't know if you remember this story. He fell off the roof and broke his back. And she's like, Matt, I got to finish this chicken coop. So I said, I'm on my way. Somehow I went down there, helped her out, showed up. They were using an old Black & Decker drill. That's probably like, I don't know, 10,000. Huh?
No, I was saying we're not frozen, so it's something with the camera.
Something's going on. Maybe it is, and maybe it's overheated. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I was like, don't use a drill. She was telling me, she's like, yeah, my husband would hang on to the screw, and I would come in. He'd have to let go of the screw real quick so I didn't take his finger off. I'm like, no. So I actually went and bought her a screw gun, and I think she paid for it. I probably gave it to her. I don't know. And what a difference. So yeah, if you don't have the right tools, you will struggle. Do not use a drill.
All right, so let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Because I have to be relieved and eat lunch, and we have videos to shoot.
Stay tuned, everyone.
All right, guys. I guess we're going to have to go get a new camera.
All right.
And it does stink in here. All right, we'll see you guys later.